You're listening to a Mash Those Buttons podcast. Visit mashthosebuttons.com for a full podcast schedule.
Cargo secured. Extraction complete. Intelligence system analytic computer is activated. All ISAC systems are confirmed online. Data scanned. Downloading files.
What's up, guys? You listen to episode 89 of SITREP Radio, giving you the news and other happenings in the world of the Division. There is no state of the game this week, but instead we're going to be going over some minor topics. But first, my name is Mike, and joining me as always are my co-hosts, Robert.
Hello.
And Luke.
Hello.
Hi guys, I hope you've both had an awesome week, and as well as our listeners. And also a huge welcome to any new listeners of the show, as we know many people have picked up the Division over the holiday period and after 1.8 drops.
Welcome.
So welcome, guys. Very briefly, how was everyone's holiday break?
Too short.
That's what she said.
Damn it.
Like
not even a minute into the show and someone's done all that. Well, that's what she said, Jake. Oh dear, this is going to be a good show.
Rob, would you say it was full of drunken fun?
Yes.
Descriptive. Luke?
Mine was good, thank you. Yeah. Shame to be back at work already, but still.
Yeah, it was only 11 days?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't do too bad, I suppose.
But yeah, anyway, enough about the holidays. Yeah, we've been playing the Division pretty much. I say I've been playing the Division. It's been a hell of a week, obviously, with family. We took a bit of a break to do stuff. But yeah, we've pretty much tried to stick with tried. We've been loving the shit out of the Division for the last week. And yeah, it's been pretty awesome, hasn't it, Rob?
Yeah. I haven't really stopped.
Until last night.
Last night, I had to go do a raid for like 2 hours, and then I was back on the Division straight after.
Yeah, I will vouch for you on that. You were straight back on. I would have joined you, but my internet was being a cunt.
Yeah.
I spoke to the very nice people at my internet provider today and told them, thank you very much.
Yeah, the last me and Luke heard of you was the word ping. Whenever that happens to you, you always end on like this epic word that just makes me laugh. I can't remember what it was last time, but I think I was quite drunk and it just kept happening over and over again. It was funny.
Anyway, more to the point, what I was doing before my internet was throwing me constantly out of matches was Skirmish. I've been playing Skirmish a little bit since we last recorded, and I just want to say now, thank you to anyone that dropped by our live stream last week. We had a lot of fun. I think we were definitely far more drunker at the end than we were at the beginner, which is a given, I guess. I'm pretty sure, Rob, you had several people comment in chat, can you please get a bigger wine glass?
It was a bottle of wine glass, like it fitted a whole bottle in. I drank the whole lot throughout the show.
Yeah, I just want to say I've been back and watched a little bit of it. There's a point where you're actually surprised that you have no wine left. You're like, really? Where's it gone? So, props, dude. But yeah, Skirmish. I've been playing that solo this week. I'm loving it. Really, I'm loving it. Apart from the house. I'm going to say now, fuck you both, because I don't have the house. I know all those comments of like, yeah, I don't want to grind the fuck out of the game or like get everything day one. But God, I'm missing the fact that I don't have the house now. It really sucks because everyone is running the house in Skirmish.
I still haven't played Skirmish.
Yeah, did you not play it last night?
No, me and Luke.
Or did you get dragged off by someone?
No, it was actually my idea.
Are you sure it was your idea? Or was Luke like, oh, we can do the DZ or we can do whatever you want to do, Rob?
We farmed. I got close to 100 div tech.
Did Luke inceptionize you?
No.
I didn't say a word, dude. He was like, what do you want to do? It's like, it's up to you. It's like,
do you want to do
DZ.
Skirmish? Yeah, I said, do you want to do Skirmish or DZ? I was like, well, let's just hit the DZ until Mike gets back. But then you never returned. So we stayed in DZ.
And to the man that hasn't left the DZ in a week.
Hello.
It's nice to see you out of there, dude. You made it out alive.
Guess where I was before we started the show?
Well, if it doesn't start with the word P, I'm guessing it's a DZ.
Definitely the DZ.
How's it been?
Yeah, it's been good. I've quite enjoyed the DZ all over Christmas and last couple of days as well. It's been good.
Yeah, me, Rob, and Luke.
I'm Luke.
Luke. Ryan ran it, didn't we? And he was like amazed that we knew where like 3/4 of the freaking div tech boxes are, and our knowledge is like
it pales
not comparable to yours.
Comparison to Luke's, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like the minute Luke doesn't know where there's a div tech cache, and you're like, what?
I'm not that good at 7, 8, and 9. I was saying to Rob last night, he was like, "Oh, you should know where everything is by now." I was like, "Don't take me up to 7, 8, and 9. I will get everybody lost." But yeah,
or
1
go
to 6 is
underground.
pretty good.
Don't go underground.
Yeah, I'm not brewing underground.
But yeah, skirmish is awesome. I've been running Predators is quite prevalent in that. Striker, obviously. Seen a lot of people complaining about the matchmaking. I don't feel the matchmaking is that bad. Seen a lot of games. I saw a lot of complaints to start with where matches were like 0 to 20, or like it'd switch over. So if you'd go into one match and one match for yourself would be 0 to 20, or you'd be 20 to 0 against the other team. It definitely doesn't feel like the case anymore. It definitely feels like more people like finishing matches a lot closer. I had quite a few matches that were about, 16, 17 to 20 in the end. You still get the odd one, but at the end of the day, you're matchmaking. And the matchmaking itself, I feel like the matchmaking, it might take a couple of matches to actually get you in the right kind of group of people, but, I feel like it's doing a pretty good job at the minute. That's just me. I will say, anyone trying to go in there with Predators, with your 9K build, be very careful what you're running before you jump in there, because a lot of people don't have it optimized, and you will probably drop down to about 8K, depending what you're running. So just be warned. And yeah, heads up for new and veterans of the division, as everyone's coming back from holiday. Obviously, there's no state of the game. We're all waiting on news of what's to come next. Obviously, there's a global event inbound called Ambush. Luke, do you want to give us a few details on that?
Yeah, so that's supposedly coming at the end of January. There's no exact date for that yet. The premise of this one is that agents will deal increased damage while they are stationary. So that's not going to suit you, Rob.
Damn it.
So whilst you are stationary, there's a little damage buff bar above your health bar that will fill up. And then obviously that diminishes once you start moving again. So the damage will go up and down as you start moving around. As far as we could research before the show, the playlist will be Broadway Emporium, Police Academy, Queen's Tunnel Camp, Times Square, and Dragon's Nest. There'll be various commendations. There's also been rumored or leaked images of the masks going around on Twitter, but I don't know how true they are. But they'll be tied to commendations as well, like they were for the last two. So nothing too new, but yeah, I like how all the GEs are definitely making you play the game in a very different style.
What do we reckon is going to be the best build to run for this one? Deadeye is going to be pretty good. A lot of it is going to be stationary. Any other thoughts, guys?
6P Sentry.
Yeah, Sentry. Yeah. Any face tanking builds that we can use on Hudson?
You can be pretty stationary with D3, but you haven't really got the range because you're using SMG. So I don't know.
I guess we'll tell you a bit closer to the time. But obviously, we've got 4 gear sets coming with that global event as well. So you'll be able to get, off the top of my head, we're definitely getting Tacticians, Firecrest, Hunter's Faith.
That's 3. What's
There's
left?
one more.
Come on.
I can't think what it is.
I ran it with you in the DZ and the PTS.
I can't remember.
Alpha Rage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, idiot. The build that, I'm going to be honest, I don't think anybody's using at the minute. I know there's a few people, so don't call me out. I know there's going to be people out there using it, but let's be honest, there's not many people out there when you've got Predators and Striker running around. Which one out of those are you looking forward to running, guys? Robert?
I don't want to jinx myself, so I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I'm not falling for that trap again.
Yeah, sorry, Rob. What holster are you currently looking for?
Striker holster. Still haven't got one.
I did see a post on Division Elites today, and it was about 30 minutes later after I saw the post go, like earlier than I saw the post go up, and somebody was advertising a striker holster. I was like, oh, is it gone yet? I was just going to message you and say, dude, you need to get online and get this freaking holster off this guy. And it was gone already.
For fuck's sake.
I'm going to say now, if anybody picks up a striker holster, can you hold on to it and pass it over to Rob? Because I think you would have to be really in the DZ, wouldn't it? Yeah, in the DZ, obviously. And if anybody wants to give me the house, I would be fucking appreciated.
No one's going to give you a house, dude.
They're really expensive, you know that, don't you?
Oh, these jokes. It's good, isn't it?
Yep.
You idiot.
It's going to get nerfed soon anyway. I won't worry about it.
We'll see. You never know.
Are you?
But everybody is running it at the minute. Let's be honest. If you've got it, you're pretty much running it.
Yep.
Very true. I was just going to ask you if you're going to jinx yourself and tell us what you want from the next GE. But I'm guessing not.
I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself, but it depends if they look into adjusting the loot drops in the next GE, which have been rumored. So we'll see.
Why would they?
I don't know. You think of the amount of people that actually came back for the last global event and grinded the hell out of it for that week. Look at how many caches Edelon Fox grinded for. It's quite a few in the end, if I remember right. But yeah, so we do obviously no not much news this week. Yeah, I will spit it out at some point. That's what she says. So very quick discussion, I reckon. I want to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on advertising bugs and glitches in the Division, and basically the justification of it being okay because, hey, I'm just trying to let the developers know that there's a bug in the game, and it's definitely okay for me to post it to thousands of people who are going to do the same thing. So does anybody want to take the floor first?
I feel like this is for Luke. I think he feels very strongly about this. We may even get a rant, people. Come on.
I'm not ranting. It's fine.
Do it! Just do it!
No, it's not cool, is it? We all know it's not cool. There's official mediums for shit like that. Just post it where it's supposed to be posted. Don't put it on YouTube or Twitter for the fucking world and his wife to see and go, oh yeah, I might try that. Looks like a fucking really good idea.
No, well said, dude. I totally agree. I just, you do see it all the time on YouTube, and those are the people that get the hits, and those are the people that's all they're looking for, 5 minutes of fame and justification. I disagree with the justification of what they are doing as basically displaying it for the devs, and that is not at all. You're just making the game worse for everybody else, I think, personally.
I see a lot of people's justifications is, oh, if I didn't make the video, somebody else would. That's not a justification, in my opinion. Not even close to a justification. It's just lazy, repeated bullshit that everybody else comes out with. If you're going to make a justification, at least be original about it. Don't just spit out the same shit that everybody else spits out. I did it so more people do it, and then it gets fixed quicker. Fuck off.
Or at least go see if it's over on the Ubisoft forums, or if it's over on Reddit under the glitches and bugs found list, and see if it's already listed before you're making a video about something that is already known to the dev team, if you are going to use that as an excuse. I can totally understand the whole idea of getting it out there. I know there's people out there like Marco and Weirds and other people that will break the game on purpose to help fix it, but they're trying to help. They are literally these guys are actually trying to help fix it. They're not after viewers, or, they actually want the game to be in the best place it can be, rather than people that just want 5 minutes of fame and want to basically justify what they're doing and saying. And that's in any medium. That's not just on YouTube. That is on Reddit as well. That is on social media. That is everywhere. So please, if you have an issue, send it to the dev team. Send it. There's plenty of community managers on Twitter. All you have to do is look them up. You've got Petter, you've got UB Amper, Hamish, you've got Yannick. All those guys you can go talk to, and they will take your complaints or any bugs that you find. Even if it's just like you getting stuck. Like, I think I've got stuck in a couple of places this week just trying to get around a box. So, those are the sort of things you should be passing on to the dev team, not displaying it for everyone to see and ruining it. Like, and then that way we're not having situations where they're stacking up, what was it, mods? Was it mods? To basically get stupid amount of DPS and then just killing people straight away. Yeah, I know, but it's not so much an issue anymore because they've done their best to fix it. So please don't do it. Go post it on the official forums. Over to you, Robert. Because this week,
I feel like you guys have. Oh no, I thought you wanted my view on the discussion.
Whoa, come on then.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say I feel like you've covered everything. So that was just going to bail out basically.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to stop you from talking now because this week Rob is putting his D3 build out there for you guys to check out, aren't you, Robert?
Beautiful D3 build. Yeah, I've got it's like a solo group tank PvE build. It's not, it's nothing special. It's very easily achieved. There are a lot of builds out there that are very similar. This is just my take on it. First off, I'll tell you what the gear set does. So the 2-piece gives you 15% protection from elites. 3-piece gives you 10% shield resilience. What? The 4-piece gives you Frontline, which is like an ability that gives you so you can use an SMG basically with the ballistic shield. And you have to have them in Master Mod active. It doesn't let you use any other ones anymore, which you used to. Mike, why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you. I was reading what you wrote earlier or later on in your notes.
It's distracting, you bastard. What is it? You get 50% extra shield health for every 3k stam you've got. That's also part of the 4-piece. 5-piece gives you a further 50% protection from elites and 5% shield resilience. The 6-piece is called Improved Frontline, which gives you 2000% melee damage, which is pretty awesome. You can punch shit, and yeah, they die pretty quickly. All over healing heals the shield, and lots of damage to the shield gives you you and your team, that are close to you. I think it's like 10-meter range. A buff. The buffs, there's 2 buffs. Yes, Mike?
Yeah, I just want to kind of chime in there very quickly. Myself and Luke both ran different builds while you were running your D3 build whilst we ran to, level 35 in Resistance.
Yes.
That buff is insane. My DPS, my actual health went from, 291,000 stamina to about 500 plus. It's insane. So it's definitely worth running this in a squad.
Yeah, as I was saying, the physical damage, if you get enough physical damage, you get a 30% armor boost, which is what Mike was just talking about, to you and your teammates. And if you get enough exotic damage, you get a 30% weapon damage bonus. This can range from 6 to 12 seconds, depending on how much stamina you've got. I think most people will be running 9k, which means you're going to be getting 12 seconds. Excuse me. Also, addition to that, if you have 9k stamina, your shield health is increased by 200%, which is insane. I have mine set up with 4 stam main stats and 1 firearm main stat with all stam crit chance mods. For performance mods, I use 4% shield damage, but I occasionally swap these out for 5% resilience mods, because if you've got all your performance mods with 5% resilience, you've basically got constant blue. Oh, excuse me. On my chest, I think I run health and skill haste and amicrasty, which is just standard. Nothing special there. Mask, I run skill power and increased XP for because this is a PvE build. Knee pads, I run skill power again, increased XP again, damage to elites, and I run burn resistance, but any resistance of your preference would work there. Or you could even run all three as resistances. Backpack, I got skill power again. There's a reason for that. I'll go through that in a sec. Resistance of your preference as well. I think I've got disrupt on mine. Not sure. For my gloves, I've got crit damage, SMG damage, and skill haste, but you could easily swap that out for crit chance if you wanted some more crits. Holster, I've got crit chance, but again, you could also run that as skill haste if you wanted to use another skill for crowd control. Main weapon, I use my house, a hand mic.
Thank you.
Failing that, you can use an MP5 or an AUG. They're either a good choice. Sadly, though, my house rolled Predatory on, which isn't that great for PvP, but it's kind of awesome for this build, because especially when I'm running solo, it's just constantly just gets refreshed. So I'm constantly got an extra 35% extra healing, which is nice. Mods wise, for the gun, I pretty much crit chance, crit damage everywhere. I think I'm sitting around 40% crit chance and about 150% crit damage. Again, standard. Secondary weapon, that is up to you. I think I run an M4. But I rarely use it, so it doesn't really matter. As for skills, you obviously need the ballistic shield. And I run overdose, because when my shield gets some damage, I can just pump that and it'll give me full shield again. But like I said earlier, if you want to run more skill haste, you can run a sticky or flame turret for CC or crowd control. The talents I used are adrenaline, combat medic, critical save, and precision. Precision is quite important, because if you're hitting those headshots, you're going to get extra crit damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All that makes a pretty unkillable tank build for most PvE content, anyway.
Until you say you're going to tank this and then die.
Hey, that rarely happens anymore.
No, it's been real handy having you run this in the team. And I definitely think with more builds like this and the way they're pushing builds, they're looking for team-based builds, obviously with Reclaimer and Sentry and D3 now. It's really good for cohesive teams. Thank you, Rob.
No worries.
Right. Let's get on to a bit of feedback for a bit of a change. I'm not on about audio feedback. Or technically it is audio feedback because it's coming down the microphone, being recorded. Don't shake your head at me, it's not funny.
Yeah, you're right. It isn't funny. Stop doing weird unfunny jokes.
Sorry, it's a bit of a weird week for us. Anyway, first bit of feedback comes from Ryan Davis over on our Facebook page. Awesome dude, messaged us recently. He basically said he played a lot when the game first came out, and 1.8 brought me back. Your show is awesome, and it helps a lot. Tell Rob I'm a healer, and I'd love to run with you guys sometime. I feel a bit lost coming back this late in the game. He has messaged a few times since. Thank you very much for awesome conversation. It's been great. And keep the discussions up at 4 o'clock in the morning, dude.
Yeah, it's always nice because I get those messages as well and I wake up to them as well. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, he was saying to me this morning that, or this afternoon, I guess, he was having a conversation with his friend because he does the night shift. So someone he works with, I think they work together for about 2 hours before he has to leave. And they have they kind of do what we do at work and have discussions on the division, as most of you I expect to do, and what builds people run and stuff like that. It's really cool. Thank you very much, dude. And he also helped with a couple of things that we talked about today, so thank you. Luke, do you want to take one of our reviews we actually had over on iTunes this week?
Austin Spraggins, who for some daft reason gave us a 5-star review, and for an even dafter reason says he likes our personalities. I'm not even sure us three like our own personalities, do we? But still, thank you very much. He appreciates our opinions. He does wish we were a little more straight to the point on some things, but he does. I think he wants a bit more information off us as well in terms of playing the game and the builds and stuff. But I'm guessing hopefully he'll like this week's episode with Rob's D3 tank build being so prevalent this week. So yeah. Well, thank you very much for the feedback.
Thank you very much, dude. And Robert, do you want to take the last one?
Yeah, so Leland on Twitter, so was it at L7D4L? Said, great podcast to us and Bombshell Jackets, and he asked if we can drop some knowledge for a totally new division player. If you head to YouTube, there is a series of videos that we've done called Agent Origins. They might help you. Boom.
Yeah, and you can find that at youtube.com/SITREP Radio, because that is actually official now. And there will be more videos very soon, hopefully before the next GE. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got a couple of questions before we go. It's a bit of a quiet week. It's more just kind of get back into the groove of it. So apologies if it's a bit of a random episode compared to our normal show. First question of the week comes from Grilled Cheese over on our Discord. If anybody is interested, we do have a Discord ourselves as the Team SITREP community or kind of clan that we run. And there is also the Match Those Buttons Discord. So any of those, give us a shout and we can link you up with those. Anyway, Grilled Cheese asks, how did Luke get so good at typing with only one hand? As evidenced by the recent live show. Also, any guesses on when Survival will get some gentle but firm loving?
Sorry, I was just laughing at the gesture Luke was making.
I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I'm not answering that. Any guesses on when Survival will get some gentle but firm and thorough loving? Honestly, probably never. I really want it to. I really, really want it to, but I don't think it will. I think that ship has sailed long into the night by now.
Yeah, I was seeing Thailander reply to a couple of comments in the community over on Twitter with regards to like changes that, you know, I think somebody put, yeah, you should just put 100 people in Survival and let them go. And he was like, well, that's not, you can't do that. The servers couldn't handle that. Especially with all the detail that they've got in there, the NPCs, the skills, just it's completely insane compared to, I mean, why do you think Battlegrounds looks the way it is? You know, you've got these top end PCs. I know they're trying to make it accessible for everyone, but at the end of the day, they've, you know, reduced it down so people can play it no matter what, like you're running. And it, you know, it takes quite a bit of power to play the division in the first place, let alone chuck 100 people on it and have that loading on the screen, never mind the servers at the same time. But I think he also said something along the lines of that was their take on a battle royale situation, and because that is their actual take on it, I don't think we will, which is unfortunate. I think I still would like a last man standing extraction. I'd still like to see that. But whether we'll actually get anything, I'm not sure. Robert?
I think survival is in a good place. I don't think they should touch it, but like they could add more things like survival. They could add another game mode that is more like in the way that people want. I mean,
yeah. That's always been our opinion, though. We don't want survival changing. We'd like a side mode that it adheres to that.
Yeah, because I think the developers look at survival and think, "Wow, we did a really good job," and they did. So why would they change that?
Well, this just goes to show. I don't know if you guys have heard today or not, but there's a new Battle Royale game. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
So not only do we have Battlegrounds, we have, what else is it? Fortnite Battlegrounds or Battle Royale. We have Kirby's Battle Royale.
Oh, fuck.
Just in case anybody's interested. And also Paladins, which is a free game, I'm pretty sure, free-to-play game on PS4, is going to run a 100-player Battle Royale mode called Battlegrounds. That's official. You can have a look on Google today or news.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of PUBG copies at some point, I guess. They're just going to keep coming.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Oprah Winfrey to come out and be like, hey, you get a Battlegrounds mode. You get a Battlegrounds mode. Can we have it in Overwatch? Can you imagine 100 Hanzos fighting each other?
No, God, no.
100 Hanzos versus 100 Bastions. Done. If it's custom made, I'm on board. Next question is from Spick Beats over in our Discord. Has anybody kept count as to how many Damascuses they have crafted and broken down?
Easy for you to say. No. I have done quite a lot though.
How many, roughly?
I don't know, because no, I don't know.
Less or more? So I was going to say less or more than the amount of time it took you to run the raid, the Destiny raid.
What? That doesn't make any sense. So I've done more than 2 hours worth of Damascuses.
No, originally. Come on, it took you a lot longer to run that.
Oh, what? 30 hours?
Well, it was a bit more like 40, wasn't it?
Yeah, no. 30 hours just in the bass. I don't know. It's definitely more than 4. I've definitely crafted more than 40 Damascuses, if that's what you're asking.
Have you done more or less, Luke?
I was going to say mine's definitely less than 50, but I don't know if it's less than 30. It's not that many. I just prefer to go in the DZ and just grab all the gold caches, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I've done about 30. I haven't done a huge amount. It's more like just a top up what I've already got, if you know what I mean. So you can get that next roll.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who would have to take a shot here, because he did say the lowest has to take a shot, the highest has to take 2 shots. So technically Rob has to take 2 shots. So that has been edited. So I don't know who wins or loses there. He also asked, did you guys give Ghost Recon a try last year? He said he wasn't a fan. No, that's me getting confused with notes. Did we try it? And yeah, even with the move to the open world.
Yes, we tried it, Boris. We did a special episode all about playing Ghost Recon Wildlands. Thanks for listening.
Rip.
I think collectively none of the three of us enjoyed it, and I know I can speak for me and Mike when we say we've not been back. I don't know about Rob.
No, my dad loves it though.
Shout out to Rob's dad.
Shout out to Rob's dad, yeah. Hi, Rob's dad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that, especially like myself playing the other ones. There wasn't really any draw to it, I think, for me personally. If you enjoy that game,
the PvP is supposed to be pretty good.
The PvP looks really good. And they had like a Predator mode the same time the event was going on for the Division, the global event. I was like, I kind of wouldn't mind trying it because I think it was a free weekend, but I haven't got time because I got to grind out these GEs.
got to get a house. I can't be playing other games. There's houses out there waiting for him to find.
I'm trying to finish this now so I can go get the house.
I guarantee we're here next week and you still haven't got one.
Yeah, I bet I don't. It's fine. I'll get one eventually. Like Rob said, it'll be nerfed next week.
Oh.
And final question is from Ryan Davis. Thank you very much, dude. And he basically asked, what are your guys' favorite builds after 1.8 dropped? So like now, I guess. What's currently your favorite builds?
Mine's D3. It's gonna have to be D3.
Are we doing a game of chicken here, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one's going to say probe? Which one's going to say nomad?
I don't know. Not
Striker.
nomad. No, get the fuck out. Yeah, it's got to be striker.
Mine's striker. But striker in the dark zone, which I may or may not run with a shotgun. Although, no, fuck that, because for PvP I'm terrible with a shotgun. So my striker is shotgun for getting the stacks up and house for anything PvP related.
Well, I'll do an internet high five because we can run striker.
Fuck
you, Rob.
Can I borrow one of your accounts so I can try it out?
Disagree.
PvE, I absolutely love my sentry build.
Yeah.
I must admit, I quite like Predators, but I will admit in PvE, it doesn't feel like it hits as hard as it does in PvP. You can definitely see it ticking on players in PvP, whereas I feel like there's so much damage or health pull for NPCs, it doesn't feel like it's actually doing anything, because to a lot of players, that's bullet sponge.
I reserve the right to change my answer once I've got my 6-piece Alpha Bridge next month. Just saying.
Hey, Rob, guess what build Luke's not getting next?
Luke fucking definitely is.
What, even on that last day, you're definitely going to keep going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Let's do it. I'm on board. 2018, baby. Year 3. Fingers crossed. Hopefully the future of the division is going to be pretty fucking awesome. I think that's it. Robert,
yeah,
take it away.
Okay. You can find us I'm going to keep going. You can find us at SITREP Radio on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Tweet us with the hashtag TeamSitRep, as we're all affiliated with that hashtag. Send us any questions or feedback to the show to our email address, which is sitrepradiopod@gmail.com, or DM us on Twitter or Facebook.
You can find SITREP Radio on any of the following platforms: iTunes, Apple Podcasts for iOS, Google Play Music, Soundcloud, Overcast for iOS, Stitcher, Player.fm, Pocket Casts, RSS feeds, Podbean, and please rate, review, and subscribe whilst you're there. Thank you!
Thank you very much to everyone that's been leaving reviews. It's really helpful to us, and to be honest, we like the read them as well. It's pretty awesome. We had one the other week from Tinks over at Bombshell Jackets. Thank you very much for that awesome review. Tinks, she's awesome. Anyway, make sure to check out Mash Those Buttons over on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Go check out some of the other podcasts that are a part of the Mash Those Buttons family. I think the Mash Those Buttons podcast is coming back, where they're going to, I think, start talking about like communities and stuff like that in actual gaming itself, and just various bits of news. So that will definitely be worth checking out. When Robert's finished looking at his phone.
What? What are you on about? Is it my bit? Oh, yeah. And don't forget, you can also check out the episodes of the show on our YouTube channel. We also put up IFMs when we eventually do them, and we have like the Agent Origins videos
discussions
that are going to be more. There's a couple of build videos that are up there. We're going to keep adding to that, so just go check it out and comment and subscribe, please.
Yeah, I tell you what.
Let's try and.
This week has this week has made me realise something about this show. It works a lot better when me and Rob have been drinking.
Yeah,
like a lot better.
A lot better.
Well, at least people can understand what you guys are saying. You're not slurring as much this week.
Oh, no, I said us like 6 times.
Well, true. I think you've just got freaking withdrawal symptoms.
Shaking, dude. Need a glass of wine.
But yeah, if you aren't already following us on YouTube, please head over to our YouTube page, give us a subscribe. There's loads of stuff going out there over the course of this year, and we'll try and keep you up to date as possible. Also, if you haven't or have had chance, maybe head over there and check out last week's episode 88. It was a live episode. It was recorded live on Twitch or streamed live on Twitch, and you can actually go over to YouTube and watch the full episode if you are interested in seeing our beautiful faces. Anyway, thank you to Sean Winder from the Division Elites Facebook page. Go check out our friends over at the Loot and Shoot group over on Twitter and the Clancy Elites. Also, Uber Timmy over on Twitter is going to be starting a charity stream in March, so stay tuned as we'll keep you informed. He's trying to raise some money for charity, and we want to try and help out as much as possible. Thank you very much for listening this week, agents, and we'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.